DeSanto Propane is 4 generations strong as a trustworthy family-owned business with unmatched customer service. Go online at DeSantoPropane.com for more info or call toll-free at 1-800-752-4574. Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into Fresh Takes with Russo and Felice. I am Paul Russo. Joining me, as always, the man, the myth, the legend himself. He's taking off his jacket as I speak. Nick Felice. This is probably our most viewed podcast, most listened to podcast of the year. It's the one that we enjoyed doing as well. The Super Bowl Spectacular 2026 podcast episode. So, preview the game, favorite prop bets, who we're picking. All that sort of fun stuff, and I don't know, we might be breaking NBA trade news too, even as it looks right now, so who knows what might happen.
I think it's our 8th Super Bowl podcast?
Yeah.
1920 and then 6.
8. No, yeah, because we didn't do it in 18, yeah, so.
Well, the Olympics got going today, the Winter Olympics over in Italy.
Power outage already.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. We have one result in.
And?
Well, actually 2 results. Alpine skiing, official training for men's downhill. Had their training early this morning. But we just had our first official final with mixed doubles round robin curling. Sweden beats Korea 10-3. Good start for the Sweden mixed doubles men's curling.
Indubitably. So, good start
or
there.
Actually, mix is both genders. So
You're good. We understood. So yeah, a lot to get to. Thank a couple of our sponsors though before we get going, including Blush by CV Designs, a local woman-owned business in the heart of the Finger Lakes, offering women's clothing, accessories, and quality home goods with unique gifts. You can see what everybody's talking about by visiting their location in downtown Seneca Falls, or browse all their products online at shopcvdesigns.com. And Nolan's Catering, planning a special event. Let Nolan's Catering help you curate your next occasion. Now booking special events at Hotel Canandaigua, Tapestry Collection by Hilton on Lakeshore Drive, the Fallbrook House at Canandaigua Country Club, or Nolan's on South Main Street in Canandaigua. Nolan's is ready to curate a food and beverage package perfect for any occasion. From elegant weddings to corporate events and private parties, you can enjoy the moment knowing Nolan's has it covered. To plan your perfect event, visit nolansonthelake.com. Well, Nick?
yeah, I'll watch the game on Sunday.
Okay. Well, I guess that's all then for the podcast today. Seahawks, Patriots, Super Bowl 60, LX. Kind of crazy. Anyway.
XL.
Yeah, anyway. Where do we want to begin with this? Because obviously we did talk a little bit last week because of just some of the necessities of recapping conference championships Sunday there. But it's one of those things where I was listening to a podcast when I was on my way down to Ellicottville this past weekend. They were talking about how in the era where, this data is available, this is combined the third longest odds preseason to get to the Super Bowl from these two teams. So I think it kind of lives up to the billing of like nobody really expected either one of these teams maybe necessarily be in this spot. The Seahawks were like slightly better favorites among the preseason bet line to get to the Super Bowl other than the Patriots, but I want to say it was something like 9-1 to like 10-1 more or less out of this group. So, no, that was post whatever. I think it was like 11 and 12 to 1. So, one of those things where I guess in this sense we have a compelling Super Bowl because it's two teams that we just didn't expect to be here at this time.
No. For this year, not expected to be here. But these are two great franchises that have been good in recent years. Obviously, they played in Super Bowl 49? Super Bowl 49?
Yes.
Obviously, the Malcolm Butler interception.
That's now the third time I've heard that.
Third? I'm up to like 8 or 9.
I haven't been watching a ton of stuff, luckily. So
it's been talked about a lot. And yes, other than like front office people, this is completely different teams here with the Patriots and Seahawks, but they're back and they got a chance to win a Super Bowl. And there's a lot of great storylines. Some might say Jackson Smith Njigba has been the best receiver all year, and here he is in the Super Bowl. Sam Darnold, obviously. Drake May hasn't played anybody all year until this game, but he's here. And then I hate the Patriots. I'm glad Robert Kraft didn't make the Hall of Fame. But I will say I am a big Mike Vrabel fan. I liked him in Tennessee. The only critique I have on him is stop letting Tannehill throw the ball at A.J. Brown when I got Derrick Henry on my fantasy team. That's that's another story. But, yeah, I'm not a Patriots fan. I think they're terrible. I don't think anybody's really going to be rooting for them unless you are a Patriots fan, which is great. It's nice to have majority of America on the Seahawks this weekend. So, looking forward to the big game. I think it's definitely more intriguing than, like, I feel like we've had Chiefs-Eagles like 8 times in the last 10 years. At least that's what it feels like. I know it's only been twice, but it's been Chiefs-Niners, Chiefs-Eagles. At least we're getting something that's at least a decade old, a matchup. So, I am pulling for the Seahawks, but I might be picking someone else just so I can win our game here.
More on that later on. It's interesting because I don't. No, this doesn't trickle into some of the bets I like here, which we'll get to obviously in a few minutes. But you mentioned JSN, and I was on this podcast saying he was the best wide receiver in the league earlier this year. For the season, maybe not, overall, but certainly for the season at the very least. I'm intrigued to see how Sunday goes for him, though, and I'm viewing it maybe from a betting perspective, but I don't. If this might be the toughest cornerback matchups he has so far, at least in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Imagine we're going to probably see Gonzalez on him, either him or maybe Davis, right? So, who knows what might happen?
So you like Shaheed?
Not necessarily.
Cup.
You're on the right path. So, but more on that in a few minutes when we get to our best bets that we like and stuff like that.
I want to know.
Have you ever seen the rain?
I want to know what's your thoughts on like the Patriots, like.
Yeah. So, I don't maybe disagree with the overall sentiment of like, well, they haven't played anybody. Sure. But like, the defense is good. They haven't had maybe the greatest consistent playoff run overall. But like, that defense travels. And that's the key part for me when I view this game, right? Is because we know the Seahawks defense and what they can do. Bit of the same story, though. It's been an inconsistent playoff for them. But that Patriots defense, I think, is the real catalyst here for that team. I don't know. Where I would push back on maybe the whole time they haven't played anybody all year. They still had to play Buffalo twice,
Lost once.
Right. But they play Buffalo twice. You play that Houston defense, and they win that game. Don't know how much to really gauge the Bronco game still just because of the snow and everything.
Yeah.
So it's tough. You play who's in front of you, right? At the end of the day. And again, while I don't disagree overall, I think it's still a little bit unfair because you still have to go out and win these games. And I think it's tougher to this degree in the NFL than, say, the other Big Four sports in the sense of, like, this isn't a series you're playing. It's only one game. And sure, maybe you can divide it up within those quarters and go at it from that point. But in football, you don't have the luxury of falling back on one more game in this scenario. So, I don't know. All that to say, I agree and disagree all at the same time with you, Nick, on that front. Stay with the Patriots here for a second, too. do you believe Drake May? I don't know. This time of year, I know like saying is 100% healthy. I don't think anybody's 100% healthy, but I don't know. Are we overreacting to the shoulder thing a little bit? Like we might have been overreacting to Sam Darnold's oblique issue.
Yeah, I mean everyone's in pain at this time of
Yeah.
year, and I'm not taking. He'll be ready to go. You're allowed to take a shot, right?
Yeah.
Before the games, and I think Sam Darnold has.
Yeah.
These last few games because they are in pain, and to make the pain go away for a little bit, that's what you got to do. And no, I don't think it's going to play. I don't think it's going to play a factor, but
yeah,
I'm not diving into that too much.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that front. I just don't. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I don't believe everybody. I mean, I'm sure there are guys who are 100%. Like, I don't want to get twisted, but like you know, they've been going at this now for what? September, October, November, December, January. So about 5.5 months, right? Of whatever.
Yeah, Jason Myers ready to go.
Yeah. So,
here's what I got to say about these two teams.
Yeah.
I know Zach Charbonnet is done for the season and whatnot, but when I think of these teams, the Seahawks, Patriots, and I'll throw Lions in there. All three of those teams have great two running backs that they rotate, and the Patriots and Seahawks are here for majority. You know, Charbonnet played majority of the season because of leading off Stevenson and then Henderson and then Walker and Charbonnet, and then with the Lions is Montgomery and Gibbs. I feel like that's just. I know there's not a lot of history with it, and I know because the Giants won with Jacobs and Bradshaw back in the day. I feel like that's just a great way to set up your offense, to have two great running backs that you can lean on. And it's not surprising to see like the Seahawks and Patriots get there with that strategy.
Yeah.
But now Walker's become the main guy, and sometimes it is good knowing that you're going to get majority of the carries. You can get in a better groove when you're running back. And, a lot of people have eyes on the quarterbacks. I'm looking forward to the running game in this matchup.
Yeah, that's the part that really intrigues me, and I don't want. Again, some of this does leak into my bets that I like, so I don't want to go fully in depth on right away on some of it. But like, that is a concerning part to me about the Seahawks, though, is the fact that, and you are right, but like, I don't know. I just view Charbonnet as that guy who's like perfect for red zone stuff. Not that Walker isn't. They have very similar body types, but they have different running styles. You know what I mean? Which is the intriguing part, because I think this is where, look, you have one game left this year, right? Especially to me on the Seahawks side, I think this is where you might see some stuff. You're going to probably see a lot of emptying the clip from Kubiak, right? Because he's going to the Raiders and everything like that. That's why I'm intrigued to see, do we see JSN have these rushing opportunities potentially that have been kind of talked about all year but not have happened, right? Obviously, we know what they kind of do with Shaheed in those scenarios. I'm intrigued to see what they kind of bust out in that sweep category.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Whereas I think the Patriots, you'll see, because both their two main running backs and Stevenson and Henderson are both healthy, maybe a more traditional quote-unquote running game there, or at least for what they do anyway, compared to what I hope I see out of Seattle.
Yeah, like you mentioned, it's the last game. It's also Kubiak's last game as the OC for the Seahawks. And, you got to throw all the plays here, man.
Yeah.
This is the Super Bowl. And you talk about a guy that's living on cloud nine right now. He gets to coach in the Super Bowl, and then he's got a head coaching job waiting for him next week. So he's definitely living a good life right now, and it'd be nice to give him a Super Bowl before he leaves. Ben Johnson did not do that with the Lions, so didn't even get him to the Super Bowl. I think he's an overrated coach, but that's another story
For another podcast.
But yeah, you gotta throw it all the plays out there, leave it all on the field, and someday you become a head coach. Someday you become a Pete Carroll, and then Paul's sitting here and he says, "Put Pete Carroll on the hot seat."
Yeah.
But Paul said that, and now look at the Seahawks. They've made it. They fired him. He's been fired again, and now here they are.
Well, they didn't fire him. There was a mutual agreement of moving on. Something like that. Yeah, I'm just super intrigued by this game. There's a lot of fascinating matchups. It's one of those things where it's like, it's kind of crazy because like Hunter Henry, might be the best overall tight end in this game, but like I feel like Seattle's tight end core is better than New England's, and I don't know. Do we dare say the Patriots have a better wide receiving core than the Seahawks?
Nah.
No.
Nah. I'm not there.
Okay.
I love JSN, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I am very high on Kupp and Shaheed.
Mm-hmm.
I think Shaheed especially is very underrated. What he does and what he does for the game and for the team. He returns the kickoffs and everything. And yeah, I'm big on him. And I think Kupp's got still something left in the tank. This guy's a Super Bowl MVP.
But why no love for Mac Hollins?
Well, put some socks on, bud.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah, Mac Hollins and Stephon Diggs are in this game, playing for the Patriots.
And Kashawn Booty.
But he was an ex-Bill. These are ex-Bills. Mac Hollins.
Fair.
And Stephon Diggs. And Kashawn Booty. Now, I'm taking the Seahawks 3 over those 3. I think what makes the Patriots good is it's a running game, but I was about to give Drake May a compliment there, but
you can. It's okay.
I think he makes them better. These receivers better than they are.
Look at that. You did it.
I feel sick.
Okay.
Do
you want to move on?
Stafford's MVP.
There we go.
I feel better.
Okay. Well, we'll find out officially about that tomorrow. So
really,
right? That's when the awards thing.
Yeah, the
is,
awards.
right?
Thoughts on the whole week they've changed up. So media day was Monday night.
Monday
night.
Look, I don't know. I didn't see a lick of anything yesterday from.
I still have yet to see that flag football game.
So I saw in passing Dak Prescott throw a ball when I got home last night when I was channel surfing. So I don't know, but.
18 years ago yesterday, though, David Tyree caught that ball on his helmet.
That's true. It's true.
That was a great game.
Back when we were a proper country and Super Bowl was not in the middle of February.
18 years, and that was probably like 5 or 6 Patriots Super Bowls ago.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, let's move on to some of these bets that we might be enjoying here.
Tails.
I don't enjoy doing that one. I don't enjoy doing the Gatorade stuff. I don't enjoy doing like the songs and everything like that. More power to you if you do. I know didn't you do Gatorade one year?
Maybe.
So
I can't remember.
Have you done any research yet for some of the stuff?
No, I haven't.
All right, so
yeah, let me hear it.
Start here, and these will be kind of perfect for you. I think maybe kind of bouncing off and stuff like that. Sam Darnold. Most turnovers in the NFL this year.
Really?
Yep. I actually like him to have.
It feels didn't get to play enough.
I like Darnold to have over half an interception in this game. The fact that he has the better value out of that than Drake May is surprising. So on the money line right now, Darnold is at -121. May's at -137.
Damn.
So if you force me to pick between the two, I'm probably going to go with that person who's had the most this year with the better value.
These guys are just quarterbacks. They're not Pro Bowlers like Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, that's factually correct, and that's on me.
But yeah, I mean, I could see him making a mistake.
And that's part of it too. We didn't talk about it because I think it's proper to save it for when we get to our picks. But like we haven't had now, mind you. Maybe he has made the turn. But, like, we haven't seen a Darnold mess up yet in this playoffs, and that's the part that frightens me.
Yeah. Well, one, they blew out the Niners, so he didn't throw a lot.
That's true.
And the Rams game, he played a great game.
Mm-hmm.
And against a team that he usually had been struggling against with the Rams. But last 2 times against them, he's done pretty well. Yeah. I could see it.
This goes back to the wide receiver stuff I was talking about here.
Booty.
No. Cooper Kupp over 30.5 receiving yards.
That's it?
Because I'm frightened at the JSN number. I don't feel comfortable betting it either over or under. He's at 93.5 on most books right now. I worry about how they're going to cover him. That I feel more comfortable doing the Cooper Kupp at that number. He's hit that in consecutive games. It's one of those things where it's like you're not asking a lot out of Kupp, right? He's the guy who's been picking up like 15 yards at a time, and that's it. Kind of like that spot for Cooper Kupp.
I do too.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that low.
Yeah. Speaking of low, this one is probably going to be one that I don't know. I worry about its availability as we get closer to game time. Jake Bobo. Just to have a singular yard of reception is plus 180 right now.
Single yard reception is plus 180. Really?
Yeah.
Now, I will say, Finding Bigfoot, the best character in that show was Bobo. So I am thinking he could get a catch.
But my main worry with that is like he's only played in what I don't know, not so much play, but he's only had like a handful of receptions all year. It's very confusing why it's being offered and the value it's at. I feel like a lot of people might jump on that and it's going to sway things, and I don't know. But right now, if we were betting as if the game was tonight, I'm probably doing that bet.
What's the odds again? You said
Plus 180.
Jeez.
Yeah.
For Bobo.
Yeah. We're going to go to the Patriots here for a quick moment before we go back to a Seattle bet.
Booty.
Close. Mac Hollins over 25.5 receiving yards. No.
Don't like it.
I like the over on that.
Nah.
It's my same logic for the Kupp bet. I'd imagine most of that is going to be, most of the primary focus will be on Diggs. That I like that the second receiver in line in this scenario.
I don't know. I'm probably under 500 in betting bets, so what do I know?
That's the same though. Travion Henderson over 16.5 rushing yards.
That was tricky because you don't know which running back they're going to use more.
Right. But Ramondre Stevenson's at 50. Henderson's at 16.
Yep.
I think I'd rather go with the Henderson one.
It seems like that could be easier.
Mm-hmm. There's only 2 anytime touchdown values I really like in this game right now as it stands. One is Mac Hollins at 4.5 to 1. That's
Man, you were high on Mac Hollins.
450. Yeah. And the other one for the Seahawks, AJ Barner at 2.5 to 1 plus 250. The only one value wise I'm really in love with right now. JSN's I think at like minus 110. Walker's at minus 105. Diggs is right at even money. Not that there's anything wrong with going for that. I just view things from a value perspective in these games because, look, the big names do show up and they do get their opportunity, but like the same token in the Super Bowl, like a lot of times it is your secondary guys kind of showing out because the focus is so single-minded on those number one guys.
What about Bobo?
He was
Got to be pretty high.
I want to say maybe 15 to 1 or give or take, but either
That's
way.
when he does get his catches,
Yeah.
touchdowns.
Yeah.
Bobo.
And then the last one I have, which might be the closest to being a true, like, whatever you want to call it, like super prop or whatever the hell. I like over 2.5 players to record a pass attempt at plus 170. Now, you might be wondering, to have 3 people. Paul, what are you talking
I think
about?
one of them getting hurt.
No. I think we're going to see like maybe not like Philly special type deal, but we've seen a lot now in these games where like there's always like a wide receiver on a jet sweep who has a pass attempt.
And they don't have to
like
complete it. They just got to throw it.
Correct. Just throw it. So I like the value there. I think it's worth it.
Does it scare you that one game where Mac Jones only threw the ball 3 times that the Patriots might not throw the ball at all?
Well, when the wind's blowing at 60 miles per hour.
In Buffalo.
Yeah. So
That was a crazy game, but
yeah.
still throw it. Here's some ones. I don't know the odds, but here's some ones I kind of like.
Oh, can I preface something too here? This won't give away my pick. If you are going to be betting the result of the game, like say on the money line, you're better off going the Patriot route only because they have the juice number already as is, and with the way most books have profit boosts and stuff like that, they're going to give you the biggest slam dunk. Now that being said, the line and stuff has not moved at all in like a week. I'm intrigued as we get closer to game time. If the Seattle money line starts coming down, say closer to like the minus 130 to 125 mark, I think that's where you might want to use those boosts and then do Seattle on a flip. You know what I mean? But I think if you're betting right now here as we talk on Wednesday, you're better off just doubling up on the Patriots juice line and getting value that way.
Here's what I like.
Yeah.
I don't know the odds. That's smart, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there's going to be a safety in the game.
Really? I forgot to look that up. I saw Octopus is like 22 to 1.
Pat, your brother won on an octopus
Yes.
for 1 year.
Yes, he did.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I do think there's going to be a 2-point conversion completed.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could get great.
Yeah, but those odds aren't great.
Not like back then.
Not anymore anyway, no.
The
The interesting one is overtime to me too. Overtime is sitting at when I saw it was more or less 15.5 to 1.
And there will be a field goal over 50 yards.
Yeah, the kicking stuff I usually wait until closer to game time only because now look, the weather looks decent enough for the game as is, but you never know, especially if they're playing in the Bay Area that winds could do something, but I don't know. It's tough because for the Super Bowl they take away a lot of the usual kicking props where it's over 3.5 field goals and stuff like that.
And I would love to bet on what songs I think Bad Bunny's gonna play. I don't know one Bad Bunny song.
Neither do I really know.
So I don't know. I think he'll play Poker Face by Lady Gaga. That was the best halftime.
Okay. Do you think anybody's going to join him? Who do you think might join him? Bruno Mars.
Celine Dion.
Wow. That's a name drop for right now.
Yeah, what are the odds on that?
No idea.
The color of the Gatorade will be green. Is there even a green Gatorade?
Technically.
Would be...
You won't pick green because you're green. Very inside joke.
Yes.
Okay, let's get to our picks here. So here's the way it is, everybody. More or less, whoever wins this is going to win the thing. Now, if I win, I win. If I lose and Nick wins, that results in a tie, allowing Nick to win the picks this year because he has the regular season.
No, because I beat you on week 6.
Oh, hold on, we got another.
I got a head-to-head tiebreaker.
We need to hurry up with the picks. We have an NBA trade breaking again.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's involving the Bulls again.
Michael Jordan's back.
You're close. Dennis Rodman. No. Okay, so Super Bowl 60, Sunday at 6:30. Seahawks, Patriots. The Patriots are 4.5-point underdogs
Who you
as of
picking?
right now.
Who are you picking?
So I know, look, in our heart of hearts, we both want Seattle to win. And I think we both
Are you kidding me? I've really shown that I'm a huge Patriots guy.
I know we both want to pick the Seahawks, but for the sake of our picks, I will take the Patriots.
Why,
I
Paul?
literally just said it.
You didn't have to do that. You can take Seahawks if you want them.
But that means you're going to take the Patriots.
Yes, I'll take the Patriots.
I'm taking the Patriots. I can't do that to you.
Why, Paul?
I can't do that. At least I like Mac Hollins.
True.
So I will take the Patriots. I will bite the bullet here and take the Patriots.
It's a good explanation.
Now I feel sick.
Thank you. I'll take the Seahawks. I just think they're going to win the game. There's a better chance if there's 3 options, like Seahawks blow out the Patriots blow out the Seahawks, close game. There's a better chance we get Seahawks blow out the Patriots in a close game.
I agree with that.
And the Patriots blowing out is not happening. Get over it.
All right. So before we got out here, quick NBA talk. We've had a lot of trades happening. We got another one, although this one kind of appears to be slightly more minor in terms of whatever. Although I think this is a move to create cap space. So
What happened?
The Bulls are trading Kobe White and Mike Conley to Charlotte for Colin Sexton, Ousmane Dieng, and 3 second-round picks. Wow.
Interesting.
The Bulls really are trying to position themselves to get Giannis.
I think so. They're
That's
waiting for
crazy.
tomorrow.
Yeah. So yeah, we're looking like we're gonna have a hectic NBA trade deadline again here at this point. I mean,
The Bulls are
not that it's already not happening. But
the Bulls are like turning their whole team into something else.
yeah,
Surprised they didn't send them to Sacramento. They seem to already have the Bulls over there.
yeah.
What is Sacramento doing? Sabonis getting traded?
I don't know if anybody wants that contract. That's a tough contract to hang right now.
It is. Ja's still in Memphis somehow.
I don't think he's gonna be.
Kuminga's still in Golden State.
See, that's the interesting one to me. Although he is hurt, so I don't know. Let's start here. Maybe this is the better conversation for this in the moment before we get out of here. Do you think Giannis is traded?
Yes.
Okay.
I just don't think he's going to go to our teams.
Yeah, I don't think he does get traded at this point. That's my hot take. I'm in the minority, I think, at this point
I
with
don't think
that.
it's
But
happening.
I just look, if you're a team that wants Giannis, right? Like the Knicks, like the Heat, hell, even Golden State, to be fair. Aren't you better off waiting until the summer when the price is down because, like, at that point they're gonna have to trade him because he's just gonna be so over it. And like, especially if you're a
It's
team,
going to be a miserable second half.
especially
if they don't trade him.
especially if you're a team to me, like the three I just said, our two teams and the Warriors, where, yeah, you're these suitable destinations for Giannis, but like you don't have the capital to probably do it as is without involving another team. Like to me, you'd be dumb not to wait until the summer at this point. I don't know. I mean, I think there's his. Well, the other element too with Giannis too is the calf injury thing right now. Like, when are you getting him back?
And Giannis wants to sign an extension too.
Yeah. So, are you willing to accept the potential consequences of that calf lingering at this point? Because like this is now an issue that's crept up with him a ton.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be much. Obviously, he's Giannis, but
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to be that big of a difference maker for you this year.
Yeah. That's my thing with it is I don't. As it stands right now, the only team I feel like it makes like maybe a difference for would be the Knicks. But even then, like since we kind of last talked about this stuff a couple weeks ago, like the Knicks have like I don't know about maybe turning the corner fully, but like things have gone better. You know what I mean? The past couple weeks for the Knicks,
Yep.
Undefeated
since the players only meeting.
Yeah. So, do you want to really mess up anything right now?
No.
I don't know if I would. Not to say that I don't think, at this point, could you unload Jordan Clarkson somewhere and probably get improvement? Yeah, I think you could.
You think Yabusele is going to get traded? He doesn't like his role, but that's a small.
Well, that one too, though. Even though the contract's not ginormous, for a player like him, it's a tough contract to move.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. To me, now I'm not saying that these guys are the same player. Let me keep it that way. But like, if you're the Knicks, really good example to me. If you're the Knicks, would you rather try and do stuff and get Giannis, or wait until the buyout period in a week and get a guy, say like DeRozan, who is trending towards getting bought out?
And DeRozan is my favorite player that's never played for the Knicks.
Really?
Yep. Huh. Saw him in a dunk contest way back in the day, and always been a fan.
True.
He's the 2-point king.
Oh wow, we got an NHL trade.
Ovechkin's out.
Funnily enough, it's actually what we talked about pre-show.
Panarin
to the Kings.
Really?
Yeah.
Not the Capitals.
Nope. Or Florida. Florida was the team I heard that kind of came swooping in this morning. So, looks like the Rangers are officially kind of just moving on and doing a rebuild of sort.
Haven't checked the standings in a couple days.
Don't.
Last time I checked, they were last.
Yeah,
in
don't.
The East.
It'll be okay.
Behind the Sabres.
You're the new Sabres.
Sabres going to make the playoffs this year or what?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think at this point, for sure. But, what the hell happened here? What'd I do? Okay, we're good. So anyway, yeah, I think that's kind of where I think, if you're the Knicks, again, Giannis is a better player than DeRozan, but like for what you're probably looking for this year, like I would just wait and pick up a guy like DeRozan who will get bought out.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And that way you're not. Look, I don't know what the Knicks are going to look like next season. I think even you probably will think that too, right? Like I don't know if Towns is actually going to be there. I don't know if Bridges is actually going to be there. Like I don't know, but like for what you're doing right now, that core appears to be getting along enough that they've turned the ship for the moment. Keep that chemistry, whatever you got going. Maybe look to add in that fringe category and just go.
Yep.
Well,
we're going to find out tomorrow.
Yeah.
What happened?
In fact, 11 minutes ago. So in 23 hours and 49 minutes.
We'll know.
We'll know. So
what the next plans are for this year.
Yep. So I think on that note, Nick, we can wrap up.
Well, next week is your NASCAR season predictions and also Daytona 500.
I guess, yeah. Recap the Super Bowl on that. Who you got?
Oh, shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out my cousin Katie.
29th birthday.
29th birthday next Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
She just had her third kid as well.
Congratulations.
Charles Barbet. It's actually, let me get the name right here.
Don't make me do it because I do know.
Les Paul Barbet the fifth.
Yes.
But his name, I think, is Charlie.
Yeah.
So where's Les come from?
I think it's Charles, or I don't know.
I think Les is a nickname.
Yeah.
Anyway, Charles Barbet the fifth is the kid.
Congratulations.
Third kid. Yeah, congrats on having the kid, Charlie and Katie. But shout out Katie for her birthday next Tuesday.
And on that note, speaking of next Tuesday, we'll be reconvening next Wednesday. So looking forward to that. Nick, I'll see you Sunday at the very least.
I see you Saturday.
Might even, yeah, who knows. So
also, congrats, Paul, on calling a game winner yesterday.
Thank you. Yeah, buzzer beater, first one in my my career. So
no triple bang.
No, I've done a couple bangs and stuff like that, but I don't know.
You're a big fan of Mike Breen. I get it.
Well, I think as a play-by-play guy, we all try and do our own thing, and especially in the moment yesterday was a little bit different, right? Because the kid who made it, certainly not maybe the star of the team or anything like that. So I did my best to maybe allow him to have his own signature, whatever, So yeah, no bangs, no you bets, no connects, just
bottom.
How it happened. No, I said have your moment. So,
congrats to you.
Thank you, appreciate it. So we'll head out here on that note. Appreciate everybody for listening in and tuning in. You can find Fresh Takes and all other podcasts here on FingerLakes1.com, on FingerLakes1.com, the FO1 YouTube channel, and all major podcasting platforms. Enjoy the Super Bowl on Sunday, everybody. Good luck if you have your bets, picks, whatever it may be, or just have some fun. I know that's what we're going to do.
Chicken wing dip.
So chicken wing dip, holla. So enjoy the weekend, everybody. We will talk again next week.